I grew up in a small town of Penza, Russia, and during that was all going on during the fall of the Soviet Union. And I don't know if you know much about the fall of the Soviet Union, but let's just say falls of countries aren't good for people who live there. So there was a lot of like crime and stuff like that going on. And so if you're a kid growing up in Russia at that time, and you're not doing something productive, you're probably getting into some sort of trouble. And so my parents figured they'd keep me occupied with all kinds of stuff. And so juggling was one of the things we picked up. We were doing like languages and playing piano, doing some gymnastics and acrobatics, and juggling too. And we went to this after-school circus school to do that. And so, it was my sister and I. It was two of us. So together, I guess we started the circus school, and eventually we got kicked out of that circus school. And as we were getting kicked out, the guy in charge was like, well, you guys aren't good at juggling anyway, and you're never going to be any good, and blah, blah, blah. And so my sister and I kind of took that as a challenge and kind of practiced out of spite. It wasn't the most honorable motivation, but I guess it worked for us. So I guess that's how I got started. The ideas that you learn from juggling could be applied to pretty much anything. Really the biggest thing juggling has taught me is the value of hard work, and that's hard work and mental discipline. That's something that a lot of people could use, I think, in this country and anywhere really. If you want to get good at something, you gotta be focused on it and practice at it a lot. See. In this country, it seems like a lot of people have this notion that if you're not talented or you don't exhibit some sort of an innate capacity to learn things, they think you're not gonna be any good. And I found that's like so overrated. This whole talent and nature thing. I've done a lot of things. I've learned a lot of different skills, and I found that the nurture component is a lot more significant than nature. And I think the people put the whole IdeaFestival together. I was, I have to say I was very impressed with how well this whole thing has been put together, and I can vouch for the organization of this event here, and I am impressed. This is a first for me, but hopefully not the last.